Hi, I'm Kate. I want to talk to you about some stuff. Since before I restarted the show, we've been embroiled in this gaming culture unpleasantness. And I've been thinking a little bit about why it is that women seem to be sort of an uninvited demographic. The average gamer is 31 years old. The average female gamer has played games for 13 years. Over twice as many women who are 18 and older play games as do the boys who are under 18 years old, which means that that 13-year-old boy talking trash on Call of Duty stereotype is becoming increasingly outdated. Now, as far as the gender split goes, it's 48% female and 52% male. And I've heard every permutation of an argument against this that you can imagine, sometimes from really well-meaning people. For instance, women are just programmed differently on a biological level, and competitive games don't appeal to them. Games are designed for men because men make up the primary demographic. Statements like these simply don't apply to everyone, or they're patently untrue. The one that gets under my skin is this assertion that the reason there are more women being counted amongst the gaming population is because of the popularity of the so-called casual game. You sort of loosely defined it as a game that's easy to pick up, easy to get into, requires little investment up front, and little commitment in order to proceed or finish the game. The line between casual and core games gets blurrier all the time, and I think that this frightens people. They feel that it represents a dumbing down of the complex systems that are still favored so widely across large segments of the market. Here are 4 problems with this assumption. I'm sure there are more than 4. But here are my 4 problems. Number 1, hardcore games are not suddenly going to go casual. There's still a huge call for complex systems and difficulty in games. For example, Crusader Kings 2 is one of the most complex games that's out there. It's been very well received, and it still has a super active player base. I think like 100,000 people a month are still playing it. It came out over 2 years ago. Dark Souls 2 is another really good example of a game that was just like a study in difficulty and complexity, and it enjoyed tremendous popularity. Number 2, the distinction of whether a player is a casual or a hardcore player is kind of subjective. Is the gamer that's playing Halo twice a week more of a hardcore gamer than the gamer who's playing Candy Crush and reading up on strategies and spending hours and hours every day and money out of their own pocket to play the game? What about the person who's doing both? Number 3, I hear this argument about Farmville a lot. It's just like Farmville is what made the female gamer. When you consider that the average amount of time a female gamer has considered herself a gamer it's 13 years, Farmville came out in 2009, so number 4, who gives a fuck about what games you play? Why should we segment ourselves into hardcore, midcore, casual? Why can't you play all of them? Why do we need to define ourselves by interests that allow other people to marginalize us and make us feel worse because we're somehow lesser? The saturation of casual games should be viewed as a gateway for people to discover more games that they love and a community that's really excited to accept them. That's how more games get made. The next time you meet someone who tells you that they've really only played a casual game and that they don't really consider themselves a gamer, smile at them and tell them that that's really cool, and then offer to make them suggestions about other games they might enjoy. This is one of my favorite things to do, and then actually do it. You know, if someone's really into Bejeweled, maybe nudge them toward Ridiculous Fishing, or bring someone over to your house to play Spelunky or Samurai Gun or Towerfall. We spend way too much time in this community not having fun. We should have more fun. There's something to think about. As of this recording, I've had 48 precious humans donate to my Patreon, which is amazing. We've already met one milestone goal, and we are well on our way to another one. And last week I spent a bunch of time adding new goals, some of which may turn into rewards down the road, who knows? So please go check it out at patreon.com/Kate, and maybe just consider giving me a whole bunch of money. I have also been live streaming quite a bit at twitch.tv/SheGeekShow. This weekend, my dear friend Jamie has offered to tutor me for the first time ever playing League of Legends. Come follow me on Twitter at SheGeekShow for more details about that, because I'm sure it'll be an abject travesty. That's it. Have a lovely weekend. Game hard, have fun, and remember, it's just fucking video games. Number 4, maybe the most important, who gives a fuck?